Good evening, everyone. Here's the PM update for April 22nd. In the last 24 hours, Russia has lost 9 tanks, 3 artillery systems, 18 armored vehicles, 1 armored combat vehicle, 13 standard vehicles, and 1 tanker. This is during 8 different Russian attacks on the Donbas, all of which were repelled by the Ukrainians. Russia has finally acknowledged casualties from the sunken Moskva, saying that 1 person was killed and another 27 are missing. The Kremlin is increasingly describing the war in Ukraine as a war with NATO to its domestic Russian audience to explain slower than intended operations and mounting casualties. I get a nickel for my jar because I called that about 5 days ago. Australia's finance minister told CNN that his country supports all sanctions on Russia except a gas embargo, as it would harm Austria's economy more than Russia's. Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov said negotiations between Ukraine and Russia have stalled. Russia and Ukraine are unlikely to resume negotiations until the outcome of the Eastern campaign completes. Ukraine is assessing that they have the potential to push the Russians back to their pre-February 24th position, so they don't want to negotiate at this point. UN Secretary General will meet with the Russian President Vladimir Putin on Moscow on Tuesday. Also on Tuesday, the Pentagon said at least 20 partner countries are prepared to meet in Germany to discuss support for Ukraine and defense and security efforts. Satellite images taken over the city of Mariupol on Thursday show another mass grave where an estimated 1,000 residents may be buried. Canada is sending an unspecified number of M777 howitzers and anti-armor ammunition to Ukraine. Moldova has summoned the Russian ambassador to express deep concern over comments from a Russian military commander suggesting that Russian troops would advance towards a breakaway region of the Eastern European country called Transnistria in Moldova. The Kremlin likely assesses that the use of tactical nuclear weapons in Ukraine would trigger a greater NATO involvement in the war, making the Russian use of nuclear weapons a net loss for Russia. Foreign Minister Lavrov denied that Russia would use nuclear weapons, and then the state media echoed that claim across Russia. The stamp for the Russian warship Go Fuck Yourself commemoration sold for $165,000 at a charity auction, so if you didn't get one of those stamps, it's going to cost you a lot of money. The Kremlin claims that the Ukraine is sabotaging peace negotiations to justify Russia continuing invasion to its domestic population. Motherfuckers, you just leave and that'll end the peace negotiations. Just fucking leave the country and we don't have to worry about peace negotiations. And then finally, EU companies may be able to purchase Russian gas in rubles without violating sanctions, according to the EU Commission. So EU Commission and European Union countries, it's not about trying to find a fucking way around the sanctions. Those sanctions are in place to hurt Russia and stop funding their war machine. Finding a way around them as if you're like, aha, I figured it out, is not the fucking answer. Get your shit together.